I'm going to tell you guys this story even though he's not here. But it would have been perfect, because Saradoma's like, I have to wear a backpack for 10 to 20 miles. Oh, there it goes. Thanks, man. I don't know what it was. So he's got to wear a backpack when he's 12. Here you go. You guys ready for this? My stories are ridiculous now that I actually think about them. I don't even want to fight. I just want to tell the story. This is a good one. This is a really good one. Let's see. Why are you guys still here? Don't you want Emperor? I don't understand. Like, what is this guy doing? Well, he's actually really cool. Probably doing something important. I don't think we're going to get it tonight. Alright, well, I'm going to focus on the story. And we'll just let the game take care of itself. Well, friends. You're ready for this, I know. I'm just excited to tell it. Here's how it works. I wanted to be a martial artist. Well, I took karate as a child, but karate is very rigid, and I didn't really feel, even after years of karate, I could fight. Yeah, I'm just gonna get killed here, but it's fine. So, I wanted to really get trained and learn how to do everything. So, I was actually inspired by Yu Yu Hakusho. I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho, I was like, yes! Spirit Gun! Of course! Spirit Gun! I want all of this. This is great. Just, they had a really cool martial arts system. Everything was fun. So, what I started doing was looking around for dojos. Looked around for Kung Fu dojos, Tai Chi dojos, Jiu-Jitsu, all sorts of cool stuff. Israeli martial arts, they had some cool stuff. I can't remember what they call it, honestly. But I finally found one that was great after looking after a ton of them. And, let's see, you may need your negate soon, yeah. And, my mom had some questions. I was 14 actually at the time. So, he's gonna miss this. Saradoma, you're gonna miss the story, dude. It's for you. Sorry, it's also for all of you guys too. You'll like it. So, my mom had some questions. They're like, alright, so you're gonna teach him how to fight. Okay. Yeah, tell me more about all this stuff. And Sifu, which is the Chinese word for master, he's like, no, ma'am, we won't teach your son how to fight. We will teach him how to kill. And my mom's like, that's perfect. I grew up in Detroit. Sounds good. Like, I think we found a good school for you. So I really was all set to do this. And he was like, we'd be happy to take him as soon as he turns 15. I was like, 15? I'm 14. What do you mean 15? That's not right now, which is when I want to begin. You know, he's like, in a year, if you still want to do this, then come back to us. Like, in a year? What am I going to do in a year? And so what I did was I went into my backyard and I grabbed some sticks and I was like, cha! Cha cha! Cha cha cha! Like, it would have been great as a cheerleader or in band class at the end of my summer training. But I was so, like, convinced that this was helping. I was like, 100 attacks with the sword. I'm dead already. Goodbye. It's fine. And, you know, nothing happened. Well, I went away to summer camp. I went to summer camp at Surf City, which was a really cool place, actually. There's sand dunes up 100, 200, 300 feet there. So, 14-year-old at the summer camp, they didn't really have much, like, accountability or responsibility or a buddy system. You know, the things that camps should have. Well, there's these sand dunes. So every night we climbed what they called Mount Baldy. The story is great. Mount Baldy, everybody. It was like 250 feet high sand. Just sand. Up in Surf City. Surf City, Michigan. Is this Skyrim 2? No, it is not. Volumated, it is PvP and Elder Scrolls. So, Elder Scrolls based world, lots of PvP. It's ESO! And it's story time in this stream. So, yeah, Surf City, really cool thing. Every night we'd go up this thing. Well, the problem was, it was a tough endeavor. It was not easy, guys, to get up this mountain of sand. And basically, they would have, like, not really camp or anything on the top of it. They'd have, like, okay, we're at this fun camp or whatever, let's relax and talk and share stories and stuff. The problem was, most of the people could not get up it. Now, it was very traversable, I guess, if you just had a lot of leg strength, didn't mind being tired, and could go for like 15 minutes climbing this thing. It's pretty tough. So 14, I didn't really mind it. But like the women especially, the older, I don't know, 30, 40, whatever it was. I mean, to me at 14, those are older. Like, you know, they would actually go up about 1/4 of the way of the mountain. Other people would be half, and like you'd have the younger kids, like the like 18-year-old camp counselors. They'd make it at the top and stuff, and we'd all just kind of have fun. We'd talk, tell little story circles and everything. It was a good time, basically. Lobster boy. Yeah, this is not going to be an Emperor Knight, unfortunately. Must save him! Must save him! There we go. I will die before you, dude. I'll stay right here and take these hits. Whatever I gotta do. Whatever I gotta do. You still alive? You're still alive. I'm not. Crap. I don't think I did much for you. He's dead too. So anyway, that was the scale of this mountain. Well, guys, I was looking at this like, I have 3 months left. I don't know exactly how all the months played out, but I was like, I am ready to join this Kung Fu class. So it's like, I'm wasting my time at this summer school. You know, I'm a 14-year-old Blade Boquest, so I'm exactly the same, except I believe that all things can happen at any time, and I need to make it happen like that. I don't know, it was like, this was my life. It was like, I must spend my time at summer camp training, because I'm about to enter Kung Fu. Can't do these songs and everything else, and you guys have lunch every day. I don't know what that means. Screw that. So instead of actually doing anything that the camp was doing, I went to Mount Baldy pretty much all day, every day. And I would run up it, which sucked, by the way. It was so freaking hard. It was like nearly impossible. The best part about it, though, was I could run down it. Now, running down a sand dune is among the most fun things I've ever done. You guys, if you've never done it, you've got to do it. Because you can jump super high, you can jump super far, and you fall, like it's fast, right? You're not rolling or anything, you're not tumbling. But you're just running down the sand dune, and it absorbs your impact, and it's just so great. A single time running down this gives you the energy to run back up it, or like, in my sense, I was like literally trudging up this thing, because it was this 200-foot sand mountain. But that's what I do. That's what I do all day, for 7 frickin' days. Because I'm 14 and I'm like, I must get ready to train Kung Fu. I was training so that I could train. I mean, I would say it's ridiculous, but you guys already know how I am, so of course I did this. Sweet! Wasn't Skyrim ES4? I'm not sure. Djibouti! Welcome to the stream. Thanks, just wondering. No problem, man. Oh, craziness, guys. Craziness. Well, here's... yeah, it gets better. But here's what then happened. These are all the good fighters that I fight on Thornblade and don't want to fight on Thornblade. Alright, let's see if we can get in at least one good fight. Just real quick. But during the day, people would be chilling out, like having lunch on the sand dune partway up, and they would see me running back and forth and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And at one point, like, I was kind of chilling. I trained for 3 hours or so, and there was somebody who was hanging out at, I don't know, one of these lunch tables, a picnic table by the beach. He's like, hey, dude, I see you running up that sand dune all the time. He's like, yeah, I'm the guy chilling on the side here, and you're running up this thing and running down it. It's like, all you're doing is running up and down this sand dune. It's like, I do it once a day if I'm lucky. Like, well, you just keep going, dude. It's worth it for us to sit there, because you just keep running up and down this. It's kind of funny. I was like, yeah, you know, it's going well. And I sit down, and he sees like my shoulders just go like kind of all the way back. I take off my backpack. He's like, what's in there, dude? I was like, sand. He's like, sand? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, you know, I filled it with sand. He unzips my backpack. He's like, you're crazy. I was like, no, I'm training. I was doing this with a backpack filled with sand, man. So I'm so sad that our 12-year-old friend here, who's like, I have to run, what was it? I have to run 10 to 20 miles, and I'm 12, with a backpack with 30 pounds in it. Rest in peace. And then he left before I could tell him the story. Oh, man. I was doing it with sand, guys. I don't know how much it weighed. I mean, I feel like it would weigh 50 pounds, but probably not. Because I was 14, so my backpack couldn't be that big. But I was running up and down this thing, right? Super fun still. And this was not the only sand dune. So I also went and hung out like all in different other areas of the sand dunes. Yeah, very, very good time. Well, we got to about like the 5th or 6th day into this camp, and at one point I'm out for like six hours. And I've got to actually make sure he lives. Sorry, did you just get interrupted? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry about that. Oh, jeez. Alright, no, it's cool. Oh, whoa, it's cool. It's cool, guys. It's not that cool. Crap. I'm supposed to kill them for him. Doesn't work, everybody. So I'm out for like 6 hours, going all around these sand dunes. I don't have no water. I'm 14. I spent the whole day running. I got to a point where I got fully fatigued, like nothing I've ever felt, and I laid down. And all I see, guys, is sand above me for 30, 40, 50 feet. Sand, just sand dunes all over the place, mountains, right? And the beach is way far away, camp's way over there. And I'm just like so fatigued. I could no longer even feel my body. This happened like super fast. It was just like the gravity just sunk me in. I was also like, this is really comfortable. I'm like, I don't need to move. And like my eyes started to close. And this is beating sun, by the way. Super, super hot. And something in me just said, you have to go right now. And so like I got up. I was like barely able to make it back to camp. And at this point, like they're singing songs or something like that. So I join them in singing, and I pass out. I completely pass out. I'm sitting next to him, and the counselor's like, dude, you okay? And I remember this, because I was like slightly conscious, but I just flop over. And they take me to the, like, whatever camp emergency room. And, you know, I find out I'm, like, deathly dehydrated, because it didn't occur to me to, you know, drink water. So I'm kung fu training, and I'm a 14-year-old Blade Boquest. Who drinks water? I'm training. 50 pounds of sand in my backpack, running up and down a sand dune for 7 hours. Water wasn't even on my mind. I had work to do. It was ridiculous. So they like get me to drink all these fluids. They're concerned that they don't have an IV, and they're like forcing me to drink more and more. I'm like, I don't want this. You know, it was miserable. Well, I don't have to tell you I made it, right? You guys got that part? Well, it gets worse again before it gets better. That's the craziest part. Well, from here, I made it back. They had to carry me. I couldn't really move. It was that bad. Here I am running up and down sand dunes, so like, you know, I was fine with exerting energy. My counselor had to carry me back to like the bed at night and stuff. Well, finally we do this. I wake up. Now I start throwing up throughout the night, and like it's just terrible. I get the West Nile virus. I get the West Nile virus while I'm away, super dehydrated. And I honestly believe that if I was like, this is fine, I'll just sleep here in the beating sun after 7 hours where nobody knew where I was, I probably would have died. I'm pretty sure. It's one of my friends always call it one of my many very close to death stories I've had, and I'm pretty dang sure, guys. So, but anyway, as long as you're not running up and down sand dunes with 50 pounds of sand in your backpack, you went 20 miles. I mean, I didn't go 20 miles, but it was crazy, like most of the things I do. So there you go, guys. I actually completely forgot about this story until you brought that up. But I do... Did you die? Spoiler, guys. Yes. I wasn't going to tell you because I thought it was obvious, but yeah, I didn't make it. I was pretty lucky, dude. You know, it was a really close call. No energy, nothing, and I've never felt that before. It was just full on like fatigue and absorbing into the sand. I had to lay down like out of nowhere, and I just closed my eyes and I was like, this is good. Whatever's happening, like, this is good. I was like, dude, you better go back, and I somehow made it back. But for the first 6 days, it was solid kung fu training. I dropped the ball in the last 2 days. I didn't quite train hard enough. But the first 6 days were great. Oh, man. 3 minutes on food. I've been streaming for 13 hours now. Good times. A lot of hosts from my good friends here. Wait, did you send me... Wolf, what did you send me, man? It's like Christmas. Yes! Dude, thank you so much. Sweet! I have potions. You are the man. Thank you, buddy! Oh, God. I need these. These are great, and I will use them sparingly, for sure. Can't pop them like candy. Okay, where are we attacking from? The north? I don't actually know what's happening anymore. I just had to tell that story. See why I was so excited and so, like, I'll just let whatever happen happen. Heat stroke. It was pretty close, man. Wait, you were weight training at the same time? I mean, I guess, with the backpack. But I was just a 14-year-old. I didn't know. At West Isle. Yeah, it was so bad, dude. It was so bad. Everything happened. Like, nobody knew where I was. By the way, as soon as I came back from this, they stopped all members of the camp from even going to this place. And then they're like, there's a buddy system. You must be with your buddy at all times. So, like, I scared probably everybody there. Like, how bad would it be for the adults? Like, obviously, it would be bad for me dying. But liability-wise, can you imagine if you're at the camp, you're like, I haven't seen him in 4 days. Oh, dead. Really? Ah, that one's gonna be tough to explain. Yeah, this camp, we should have probably watched them. So, like, how do you do that? Whoops. Whoops would not work. You're not gonna get away with anything with whoops. That doesn't work. That's fine if, like, you spill something on somebody's shoes. I don't know. You forget about. Wait, where's Jago? Why aren't you the leader anymore, buddy? Following you around. Forget about somebody's birthday. Sometimes whoops works for that. Not if it's your girl, guys. Nothing works for that. You'll hear that for 45 years. So my tip, if you forget a girl's birthday, break up with her now and just try it again later. No, I'm just kidding. That was bad advice. That was wrong. That's a joke. Kidding. Don't do that. Oh god, that was kind of funny though.